Welcome back to our town centre garden. The video playing now is not a time-lapse. It's just a regular video speeded up. It just shows you don't need thousands of high-quality photos all of the time to get a decent effect. So, on with the show. The first to please our eyes is the beloved jackdaw. I haven't established a pattern for this bird yet. It comes and goes at different times of the day. As always, it's very wary of its surroundings. A variety of noises keeps the dark bird on edge. The magpie family is out and about and munching on the local arachnids. It is difficult to get the seagulls on video sometimes as they never land on the roofs. They are always circling on the thermals. The sparrows, on the other hand, sit very still and pose sweetly for their close-ups. This pair may be the ones nesting in the honeysuckle. It's hard to tell. I think it might be them because they're spending some extended time here right now. There's a familiar sight at the top of the tree. A young magpie's tail waggles while it does, well, whatever it's doing up there. The whole top of the tree shakes when they're in there. What are they doing? The young blue tit reacts to their noises. The young magpies often stay very quiet until their parents return. Did the baby see its family over there? Maybe not. It settles back down to wait a bit longer. An adult rests on a distant aerial. Seagulls glide overhead throughout the day. This sparrow seems a little cautious. The babies play around the tree and I capture a couple of cool shots of the flight. When I cannot see any birds, I sometimes experiment with the camera. The twinkling light of the sun is pretty. Then to my surprise, out pops a baby. You can tell that Mum and Dad aren't home from how quiet the baby is. looks out for its family for quite some time. I had to cut this clip shorter. The distant calls of the rest of the family have its attention. It reacts to the sounds. Another baby emerges from the nest. Mum and Dad must be visible to the baby as it begins to squeak. The change in its behaviour is obvious. One of the babies flies off to greet its parents. Its sibling eventually follows. The magpie family spends the night elsewhere. The humid night brings scores of flying insects. I was hoping to capture some footage of the bats, but no such luck. The moon will have to do instead. The new day brings a slender starling. It is joined for breakfast by Master Chief, the sparrow. They seem perfectly at ease in one another's company. Everyone seems pretty mellow this morning. The dove on the left has a touch of brown to its colour. The one on the right is the normal grey colour that they usually have. There is already a baby magpie in the tree this morning. It comes down to investigate the fence. Wow, this is the best look at a baby I've had. The little light dot behind each eye is the bird's ear hole. The ears are not easy to spot on an adult. This bright spot may be another way to identify a young magpie. It calls and listens for an answer. No one called back. Master Chief is on the fence. The little magpie examines holes in the fence post with great interest. A sibling calls nearby and the little fellow answers, then flies off. The juvenile magpie communicates with its parent. It flaps its wings as it squeaks, and the adult quietly chuffs responses. The adult flies off and a second juvenile becomes visible. The young magpie squeaks for food. The parent has brought a snack. The baby makes crazy, shrill sounds, similar to a marine mammal. The pigeons don't seem to be interested in the young magpies. Maybe the food is too good. The babies hang around on the chimney pot for most of the day. They groom, they rest, they play, and they make a lot of funny noises. The little magpie dives into the nest just in time for an alert. Only one adult seems to be present for this alarm call session. It quickly loses its target and explores the flat roof for snacks. The babies squeak in the tree. Sort through the old dried bits just in case there is a beetle. Nothing there. Now, where next? Something still has its attention. A baby joins it on the rooftop. Back in the tree, and the birds sound like dinosaurs again. The top of the tree is a cosy place to watch their surroundings. This wood pigeon is keeping its distance today. Back to the chimney pot again. The siblings are there. It seems like we are seeing two babies in these clips. It's hard to tell how many are in the family, as the parents leave often and the young split up to explore a little bit when mum and dad are watching. Here is a great view of a baby in flight. Its little wings form a sharp point and its tail is closed up for the movements it makes. This baby has found something strange to nibble. It's the baby's turn to take a look on the flat roof. Careful, baby. The wood pigeon is keeping a wary eye on those magpies. This is the same flat roof that they were on earlier. That's not the best hiding spot, you know. The magpie sounds motivate the pigeon to leave. This adult rested at the bottom of the tree for over 30 minutes. A baby is sat in the shade and squeaks periodically. I wonder what it thinks about the neighbour's music. When the adult reactivates, it calls to the others as it hops up the tree. Off to gather some snacks for the babies. The neighbour's cat thinks it's safe to go through the garden. Right now, it actually is, but not for long. The babies are pretty loud, so it's no surprise that the adults take a break when they can. Is the presence of the magpies agitating Mrs. Blackbird? The magpies are back yet again, so everyone is on edge. The little magpie waits on the aerial. The dove surprises it. It doesn't look too sure about how close the dove is. Its sibling shoots past the camera. It lands on the fence again. A quick look in the fence post and then off to meet up with the gang. A baby breaks into a new set of sounds. They hang out on the chimney pot and chatter continuously for a while. They use the air currents passing over the roofs to jump and test their wings. They appear to be scolded by the parent. At times this looks like play. I used the points on the aerial to see how long the tail is. The adult's tail stretches past 3 points. I think it is the male. The baby's tail stretches past only 2 points on the aerial. Mum jumps up behind the other two. Then they leave together. The sparrows are still quietly grooming in the bushes. They spend about 20 minutes hanging out in there. They may be making the most of the absence of noisy birds. It's interesting to see slow, careful movements like that. It's not long before the magpies return. They use these 2 rows of houses as a training ground for the babies. There are multiple bird feeders, but there are also multiple pets. Luckily, these birds are wise to most threats. The babies learn a lot by watching their family members. These birds have great memories, so new tricks can be learned if they keep trying to work things out. Dad is back on the roofs watching over his family. The baby looks a little bit droopy. Are you tired, baby? Nah, off it goes. There's its sibling. I have noticed that they take an interest in the wiring on the roofs. I think it tastes salty to them, so they might lick it. Many creatures require salt in the wild and find it in riverbanks in certain soils and clay. I'm not sure how the creatures learn the locations of a salt lick. Maybe they can smell it? The baby periodically jumps, flaps, and asks for food. The adult seems to tempt the baby with its beak, but not produce any food. Maybe it's saying, "You know where the fridge is, get it yourself." I think the parents both take their kids to work now to teach them the ways of the world. Baby follows Dad around, but doesn't seem to know exactly where to look. Back on their favourite chimney for a chat about the day. The baby squeaks a lot. Is it asking for food? Or maybe attention? Dad quietly chuffs at the baby. These sounds are so interesting. The baby seems to become more insistent, then it looks like it goes off in a huff. It keeps trying though. Dad just looks away. The fledgling nuzzles Dad with a quiet squeak. Dad mutters quietly to its offspring. Their chatter suddenly increases in volume. Dad has been keeping an eye out. Is he looking for his wife and other babies? Dad flies at baby again. Is this a game that they are playing? The baby shrugs. Okay, Dad, you can have the aerial. The young one doesn't have great balance yet. It'll get easier when it's fully grown. Time for another rest in the tree. They go quiet and enter their old nest to sleep for a while. Sometimes they are in there for an hour or more. I forget that they are in there. The baby looks for its family in the distance. It watches the sky cautiously before it moves. That is a very important survival technique. It calls out again. When it sees its family, off it goes to join them. That's an alarm call. The reason becomes clear. The magpie is making sure the cat stays away. This baby is making some weird sounds as it hops up the tree. Another cat. Maybe that tabby had something to do with its new song. The magpies really kept me on my toes this week as they were tricky to record. I am happy to see them all doing so well. I do worry though if we are missing a third baby. I will do my best to record their progress so we can learn more. Until next time, goodbye.